Each week in Taiwan by Number, we share a facet of life in Taiwan by way of a number. And this week we're talking about islands, specifically Taiwan and all of its outlying islands. Natalie, can you guess how many islands there are?
I have
total?
no idea, but 10.
10? Oh, come on, you can do more than that.
50.
15?
50.
50. All right. Well, that's a very good guess. We'll have the answer for you in just a moment. But first, we want to take you to the outlying island of Kinmen, which is also called Jinmen in Chinese. There's a master craftsman there who is passing down the tradition of turning military shells into kitchen knives. Let's have a look at this report.
For decades, the Wu family has made use of the shell casings that litter the offshore island of Jinmen, their home. The island sits within sight of the Chinese coast, and so it has a long history of shelling. Some shells have been there since 1958, when China fired more than 470,000 shells at the small island over a stretch of 44 days. For generations, the Wus have taken these shells and turned them into fine kitchen knives that have become a symbol of Jinmen. Mr. Wu, now in his 60s, is from the family's third generation of knife makers. He knows all the secrets of how to make a perfect knife from one of these shells. Wu has great respect for tradition, but that doesn't mean there's no room for creativity. The master knife maker allows his young apprentices to explore their craft as they wish. But no matter how they're made, he says, a Jinmen knife should have one important quality. It must be able to cleanly slice through a sheet of flimsy paper.
Fascinating, isn't it?
It is.
All right, now before the video, I asked you a question. How many islands are there total? These are all the Taiwanese islands.
I have no idea, so
Yeah.
obviously.
You said 50,
Uh-huh.
and the answer is, let's have a look.
Oh, wow.
166.
You're talking about all those little ones that no one goes to.
Well, you
as
say
well.
that they're all the little ones that nobody goes to, but actually some of them are significant. Some of them even have more than 100,000 people living on them. So these aren't all tiny islands. Of course, once you get to 166,
That may be a tiny one.
they might be tiny ones. So Natalie, I'm going to give you a little quiz, and you can play along as well at home. I'm going to show you some pictures of islands, give you some hints, and ask you to identify them.
I'll try.
You ready?
Yes.
All right. Let's have a look at the first one. Now, this is the only Taiwanese island that's home to a single tribe of indigenous people. Can you guess?
Orchid Island.
That's correct. This is Orchid Island, and those are sacred hand-carved canoes of the Dao people. Now, today, Orchid Island is home to about 5,000 people. 4,200 of them are from the Dao tribe, and this is one of the most well-preserved indigenous cultures in Taiwan because it's on a separate island from the rest of Taiwan.
I heard it's really beautiful. I haven't been there.
It is beautiful. I would recommend it. All right, let's have a look at another island. Okay, so this one, its best known feature is its prison.
Green Island.
That is correct. This is Green Island. What you're looking at there is the Green Island White Terror Memorial Park, which is part of the National Human Rights Museum. Now, what's interesting is a lot of the political prisoners during the White Terror period were kept there all the way up until the 1980s, and some of those prisoners went on to form the ruling party, the Democratic Progressive Party, which is, of course, the ruling party in Taiwan today. Let's have another look at another island. All right, this is the only island in Taiwan, or one of the only ones, that's located in the middle of a lake.
I have no idea. It's so small. I have no idea.
This is Sunwin Lake. Does that help?
But I still don't know the name.
Okay. This is Lalu Island, which is located.
Right.
That's right.
Heard
It's
of that.
located in the middle of Sunwin Lake. It is a sacred place of the Shao people. Legend has it that a white deer led some Shao hunters to the island. It wasn't an island back then. And then the deer disappeared, formed a tree, and that is the spiritual location of their ancestors. So they don't let you walk on that island anymore.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah. All right, let's have another look at another island.
Oh,
Okay. Oh, well, very good.
very famous hearts.
But I'm going to ask you specifically which island.
Oh, I don't remember.
Well, what you're looking at is called the double heart stacked stones, the twin heart weir. So basically they use it to catch fish. These fish swim in, they can't swim out. That is Chime Island.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. Actually, the Penghu Islands are also called the pescadores. It's a Portuguese word for fishermen. And did you know it is the largest archipelago in Taiwan?
That I knew.
You did know that.
I knew that.
In fact, more than half of
How
all
many?
of the islands
how
are
many?
there.
Oh, so about 80, 90 islands over there?
90 islands.
Wow.
Yeah. All right, let's have another look at another island. This is the last one. And this, a little hint, it's one of the farthest islands from the main island of Taiwan. Its most prominent feature is an airport runway.
Is it Mazu?
Nope.
No.
This is Taiping Island,
Ah.
which is better known as Itu Aba. Have you heard of it?
I've heard of it, yes. We claim it's ours, right?
That is correct.
Some other people claim it's theirs.
That is correct.
Other countries.
China, Vietnam, Philippines all claim it as theirs. An international court actually said it was just a rock, not an island. However, it is 1.5 kilometers long by 0.5 kilometer wide, so it's pretty significant. And there are people on there. Do you know how many people live there?
100?
220.
Interesting.
They're mostly military or Coast Guard. There are 4 civilians living on
And
the
are they
island.
Taiwanese?
Yes,
They're all
are.
Taiwanese.
That's correct.
So it is our island.
Yes, it is administered by Taiwan. That is correct.